And I think I'm in agreement with you, Alan. I think, including even Greg, if I won't speak for him, but I'm in agreement with you. But we're at that point, and the point is to engage what I'll call a third-party expert, because I mean, I'll give him my opinions, but I think the board and I'm sure the public would like to see someone with a great curriculum vitae, experience in what is the best method. Is it a design build? Is it design then build? And that has to interface with the core, and we're looking for bringing that to fruition. I think we have thoughts. We have it in our EIR master plan. There's discussion about phasing. The question is do we need to vet it now? We need to have a voice that can talk with whoever is engaged by the Corps. They're going to engage a major design firm or engineering firm to start on the project. We need to have that interface. And what we're talking about here is to gain some knowledge of who the best people might be, discuss with them, engage them as a third-party oversight or discussion person. Because you're asking the same, and I appreciate you're asking the same questions we've asked for 6 or 8 months or a year or 2 years. Well, we have to have the answers now. I think we have opinions and positions, but we need this outside counsel on the finance side. We need the outside counsel on the engineering side to make sure that we have a viable discussion with our community and with the Corps of Engineers. I mean, Elizabeth has brought it up. You know, we've got to not only manage our own issue of how to pay for it, because that falls on us, but we need to also interface authoritatively with the Corps with good, strong arguments. And we've got to develop and make sure we all agree on those strong arguments from our side of the bench. And that's what I want to do. I mean, I think we all want to do that.
Totally agree. Okay. And there's no question. I am absolutely proactive towards desal. But I want to see the facts. I want to see the facts, not the rumors that we hear back and forth. And I don't think we have the answers. And I look over our engineer. I want to see the benchmarks of Sand City, of Tampa Bay, of the projections, wherever they come from, even though they are not exactly extrapolable, but they are benchmarks that assures us that we are not chasing a rainbow, that we're saddled with a good option for providing supplemental water in this community. I don't even know for sure exactly how the operation should be, other than 180 days, possibly in the next 10 to 20 years, which would be one scenario that may not be viable.
Our idea is to get you those answers, but they can only be answered by somebody who has broad knowledge, experience, and the grasp of the information.
Director Clift.
I'm going to support Director D'Amico here in saying that a combination of things. If we could take each board meeting from now through and use and get some of these particular people that could actually act as facilitators to get us into a very direct discussion about finances, a very direct discussion about plant design, size, and what it's going to produce. Right now, one of the things that you refer to is rumors. And I think it's very important for us to make our plans known to the public and have the public input on these plans. But I do like the concept of having someone who has expertise in these particular areas that we're going to have to make decisions in to act as the facilitator between both the public and the board. So I think the public gets an honest discussion of it, and we get an honest discussion with them knowing maybe the right questions and the right ways to say, what do you really want? And if you really want this, this is how you're going to have to make these decisions.
Well, and my only point is that when you mentioned the finance folks to begin with, that's kind of the last element versus the first element of seeing where we are. We're hearing from our lobbyists.
And
lobbyist is that we have a potential of going from a 25% share to a 45% share.
Correct.
We don't know what, in fact, our appropriation may be from Caps and Associates. Is it going to be the 20 million, or is it going to be 10 million, or is it going to zero?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that, what are you going to do? Ask these people this arrange?
To do it
Because I could see the financial experts saying to us, look it, if this, then this is what you're going to have to make your decision on. If this, then this is what you're going to have to make your decision on. So I don't see it as us making a decision and then going to somebody and say, tell me how to do this. I think they've got to be an integral part of what decision we can make.
I've been saying for months that even if we get zero federal assistance, this district, this community can afford the project as with the current construction cost estimate. But don't believe me. I mean, who am I? I'm a stupid country lawyer. You want to hear it from somebody who has some expertise in that area.
I totally agree with that.
And so we can sit around in the district office, and we can, and you can agree with all of it too, including the stupid country lawyer part.
Yeah, I did.
I hope so. We can sit around and doodle with figures until the cows come home, but it's going to take somebody who can speak authoritatively on the subject in order to convince the community that even if we don't get federal assistance, this project can be financed. And if we do get federal assistance, it's all upside. It's all good. And right now we are enjoying the luxury of having $2.1 million of stimulus money left and a $3 million credit that gets us all the way to a bid package for construction without having the district spending a dime.
Correct.
So we really would be remiss if we didn't take advantage of that by getting probably at no cost to us some advice on what it's going to take to finance the thing if we don't get any further federal assistance. And then it's not just me running around town saying, trust me folks, we can afford this. It's somebody who has a resume and experience, who can speak authoritatively and tells us, yes, you can do this and here's how you can do it.